I don't know if I do it again, but I do think that working in a business where you do sales is like some of the best skills you can get because it teaches you how to interact with people.
Right.
It teaches you how to understand, to listen, and to respond to what they're saying because they're giving you the info on how to sell them.
Yeah.
But if you're in your head thinking about other things and you're like, you'll totally miss that out. I made that mistake a lot when I first started selling cars where I would just say, I thought lying would be helpful because I'm like, I'll just make shit up. Like I'm never going to see them again. And I sold a guy a car that didn't have cruise control because in my head I went, what kind of car doesn't have cruise control? And at the time, these really, really basic Hyundais that we're selling didn't have cruise control.
Oh, man.
So he had specifically asked me, does this have cruise control? I said, yeah. I sold it to him, and it turns out he's like a regular commuter to El Paso, which is like an hour drive. And he goes, hey, man, I can't find the cruise control. Will you like show me where it's at if I go in? I'm like, yeah, come on in. And I told a buddy, and he goes, dude, those don't have cruise control. And I was like, what? And like an idiot, like he came back, and I'm like, oh, it should be where? It doesn't seem to. Let's look down. Like I knew it wasn't in there, but I spent like 20 minutes. Like that's strange,
trying to
man.
convince him that it did.
Yeah, and he ended up what they call unwinding the car. He's like, I just played dumb, and then my boss ended up sending a different salesman out. Like that guy's new. Like let me help you out.
Oh man.
And they unwinded the car, which means they took it back because it was like in a 15-day window, and then that other salesman resold him a car.
And then he got the commission or
He
whatever.
got everything. I got nothing.
Oh
yeah.
man.
And so that taught me like be honest with yourself and just like fix it, right? Because I could have fixed it. I could be like, hey man, like, I found out they don't let me switch you into a new car, which that other guy did, but I kind of just bitched out and didn't do it. And so I lost money.
You could have fixed it yourself.
Yeah, I lost time and money, and that's time I could have been selling another car, and I got nothing for it. So little things like that, you start learning like just how to interact with people. That it's okay to tell them that you don't know. That's some of the best sales like men in the world would do that. Hey, I actually don't know that, but let me write that down. I'm going to find out for you. They just want to know that you care.
That's like a big deal in life too.
Exactly my point.
Like even as a supervisor, as a child, just anything. If someone asks you something, don't pretend like you know it or don't blow smoke.
I think fake it till you make it's important because it gets you places. But there is a limit, right?
Yeah.
You can't just like. There's a difference between faking it and just making shit up.
Right.
Faking it is acting like you're confident in what you're talking about. But if someone calls you out on it and you don't know, it's also okay to be like, hey, I actually don't know, but I can find out. But that works like in almost, like you said, being a manager, doing anything.
Yeah. My best friend says that I'm the best BSer that she knows.
Really?
Yeah.
Why would you say that? Did you BS
I
her?
guess because, I mean, she asks me something and she doesn't know the answer to it. And I wouldn't tell her, like, I don't know. I would just give her some random answer, and then she'd be like, that sounds about right. But then she'd find out later that it wasn't right.
So you never said just kidding at the end or anything?
No, because I just have a sarcastic attitude, you know?
Yeah.
And
do you say it like straight face?
Yeah.
And then
I'm like, it's because the Earth is orbiting around Jupiter right now, and the meteors are...
I'm a sucker for that shit, too, though. When people do that, I go, oh, like, that makes sense. And then like, I have a friend that does that.
Yeah,
right.
like the other day, my wife, someone came into her office, and they were like, oh, be careful tonight. The sun is going to start raising from the west instead of the east, just so you know. So you're no longer going to have the sun in your face in the morning anymore. My wife's like, oh, okay. She comes home and she's like, hey, guess what? And I'm like, nah, it's bullshit. And she's like, what are you talking about? And she said it's something about the winter solstice. And I was like, I don't know much about the winter solstice, but I do know that the sun is still going to fucking come up over those mountains.
Yeah. There's...
And so we started looking into it and talking. And she's like, maybe they said something different. She tried to play it off, but...
It's always east to west, but I do notice that it
tilts a little bit more.
Yes,
yeah,
because when I would sell cars, there's the sun would hit at a certain angle, and then different parts of the year it would... Because it's over a mountain.
Right.
So certain parts of the year would get darker earlier.
But really, the way she understood it, I believe she understood that
like
it was...
the Earth started switching.
The Earth fucking went upside down or some shit. And she told me that's exactly how I understood it anyway. That she told me, hey, it's coming up on the other side tomorrow, so be ready. And I'm
you just told her, like, that's not real.
That's not true. Look at it. No, never in my 28 years has it come up on the other fucking side. Take a look.
That's not good. But if you said it really fast, I can see how you'd believe it. Like when you say it, like it's like, oh, that's crazy. But then like give it 2 seconds, I go, wait, that like kind of what you said. That's for sure impossible, right?
And I'm sure they were saying like, hey, it's gonna come up in a different area like of the mountains or whatever. But the way she explained it to me was like, it's coming up over there.
Laura, one time, I don't think she'll care about this story. She
find out.
she likes to go to like concerts a lot. And so when people post up on Facebook, like so-and-so's coming to El Paso or Cruces or Phoenix or something, she'll get all excited. And she tells me one day someone posted this thing up, and it's like a lineup, and it's like this thing. And she goes, hey, babe, do you think this is real? And like she shows me the lineup, and it started off normal. Like the headliner was like Lil Wayne and Gucci Mane. And then it starts going down, and it says Paul Walker's hologram. Like it got like ridiculous, and then like one of them was like it was like Donald Trump. Like it was like weird stuff that for sure wasn't going to be there. And I just looked at her and laughed because I thought she was like playing on with me. And she goes, "What do you think?" I'm like, "Are you fucking serious right now?" Like, there's no way like Paul Walker's hologram is gonna like. Did you read this? I started reading all the names. I wish I remembered the other ones because they're so obviously not real.
Yeah.
And she like started laughing. She's like, "Yeah, I guess like when I think about it, like it's for sure not real."
Oh.
But she fell for it. So to this day, I always tell her like when she's like, "Oh, so and so's coming," I'm like, "Do you think they're gonna have Paul Walker's hologram?" And she's like, "Shut up."
It's crazy what you'll believe when.
If it looks legit and it's online, you're more likely to believe that shit.
Yeah.
I know better. But I for sure fallen for some stuff, and so now I don't repost or talk about anything unless I check it.
Right.
Because someone posted, one of my friend's moms posted like "Rest in Peace, Keanu Reeves" or something, and I almost like shared it, and then I go, "Wait, what the fuck? Like, he died like for real?" So I Google it. There's nothing, and so I'm like, so whatever she found, which looked like a real post, I like. Before, thank God I didn't share it, like just commented on there. I'm like, hey, like, this isn't real. And then of course everyone else is like, this isn't real. And so she's like, oh, and deleted it. But thank God I would have posted it, and then afterwards looked like an idiot.
I think there is something that I posted. I try to do that too, but there is something that I posted. Can't even remember what, so I probably shouldn't even be bringing it up. But I posted something, and I was like, oh, I posted yesterday. I said, 49ers or Seahawks? Who do you guys think? And I'm like, they weren't even playing each other.
But did you know that?
No.
You thought they were playing?
I was wrong. Yeah. I thought it was the 49ers and Seahawks, not the 49ers and Texans. No, who was it?
No.
49ers and...
They played the Vikings.
Yeah.
But I thought it was the Seahawks as well.
Yeah, so I posted and I was like, 49ers or Seahawks, what do you guys think? And I was like, oh shit, no one commented. Delete. I'm a piece of shit.
That's funny. Yeah, I see that all the time. That's the day we live in, though. That's where we get our news from. And so it's so easy to start a rumor just by posting something.
Yeah, but I don't like to do that. That's
you
not
don't
my.
like
I'm
it.
not I'm not that type of person. You know.
Yeah,
I like to be factual, and I like to be like only put what's necessary, kind of thing, or whatever's funny. Like I give my wife a lot of shit, but
funny stuff is always good. I always post sports stuff. The last thing I'm going to do is hop on there and tell people how sad I am. I feel like that's like a pretty common thing.
Yeah, I'm not going to journal on Facebook.
I think maybe if it's like a real thing, right? Like a death, you're allowed to post about that, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that. But if it's like, I have a friend, and I obviously won't say their name, that will always post, and it's like cryptic. Can't believe this happened. Worst day ever. And that's all it'll say.
But then people will be like, what happened? They'll be like,
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it. Or message me. Message me and I'll let you know.
Yeah.
And it's like 4 different comments. Message me.
Yes,
message
it's
me.
terrible. But the amount of people that always respond to those things always fucking blows my mind.
Yeah.
Like, you guys don't know yet. Like, they're doing that on purpose, right? And so I don't write it all.
They're getting the attention. You're giving them what they want.
Yes, and maybe, and then sometimes they do write on the comments what it was, and it's not that fucking crazy. It's like, my fucking tire popped and my brother had to change it. I'm like, what the fuck? You have a good brother. That couldn't have been
like your main post, like, bro, today my tire popped.
You can just say that, yeah. Crazy, got over it, thanks, bro.
You don't have to bait people. Yeah.